Hey, what's up, hardhead? So before I get into this video, I just wanted to talk about the state of the world real quick. And as you guys know, there's still a huge pandemic going on right now, so be safe with that. But I also want to talk about the fact that right now we have a huge movement going on right now. Black men, black people are just being killed left and right, and this is nothing new. That's been going on, since forever. So right now, there's protests going on around the world, which is amazing because our voices need to be heard. So I just want to say to you guys who's watching this video to please use your platform and use your mouths and to educate other people on what's going on right now. Black people is being killed for no apparent reason. Innocent lives is being taken for no apparent reason, and it's just sick. And to see this stuff on the news every single day, it's frustrating. And I don't want to get too deep into it because I have a lot of feelings about this situation right now. But all I can say to you guys is just please use your voice, speak about the right, the wrong, and do the right thing for our community. Please support Black Lives Matter because Black lives do matter. And please, if you have it and feeling generous enough, please make a donation to any of the organizations I'll post down here at the bottom and the comments below. So again, use your voice, educate people, make a donation, show your support. And again, guys, thanks for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I like it spooky.
Hey, what's up, hardheads? Welcome back to my channel. And guys, it is Pride Month. We are now in June, and despite what's going on in the world right now and just all the craziness happening right now, you cannot forget to celebrate Pride this month. Celebrate our LGBTQ brothers and sisters, and it's just time to just have a lot of fun, give thanks, celebrate, and at least try to have a great time during these uncertain times during Pride Month. So I'm here today to give you guys my top 5 homoerotic horror films. If you guys don't know what homoerotic movies mean, it means there's a movie being made with some gay text or some gay situations without the viewer knowing that it's actually gay. Or maybe you do know it's gay and maybe the director and writers just didn't know, or maybe they did know, but it's for your eyes to catch. And a lot of us queer people happen to catch those things. So I'm doing the top 5 on some horror movies that I consider homoerotic. Let's get into them. So number 5, I have Jennifer's Body. Now, if you've never seen Jennifer's Body before, it's starring Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. So this movie is filled with just teens and women and men and just about women being in charge, I believe. But it has a horror twist in it and a gay twist in it as well. And Jennifer's Body is one of those movies that's just a lot of fun. It's nice to see a woman antagonist in here just fucking things up, going after the boys that did her wrong, tired of all the bullshit. Now, Jennifer herself has this weird relationship with her best friend Needy, and Needy, I think she's kind of confused, but at the same time she knows she has an attraction to Jennifer. And the queerness is all throughout this film. You can see it definitely in Jennifer's and Needy's relationship. Needy is being actually needy. I mean, it's a nickname, but it makes a lot of sense giving her that name as well because she is kind of needy. And Jennifer is just this badass monster getting revenge on guys because she hates men for what happened to her, and I think that's just the monster developed in her to go after men. Now, Jennifer does mention that she goes both ways, so I guess we're considering her bisexual. And you could definitely tell that Needy has some type of feelings for her too, even though they mentioned about, talking about boyfriends and men, and they actually playing around with men and having good times with them. But there's something about their friendship that they definitely have some lesbian situations going on. They also mentioned when they were younger, they played boyfriend and girlfriend. Which one was the boyfriend? I'm calling Jennifer. So yes, Jennifer Body coming at number 5 because it's definitely a queer movie and I love it. So number 4, we have Scream. You guys cannot tell me that Billy and Stu was casually having sex with each other and they were secret lovers. I don't care what nobody say, they were secret lovers. They played it really, very well in this movie, and it shows at the end of this film where pretty much they're shanking each other up, and you just see the sadness in Stu's eyes when Billy is just shanking him and get him out of here because they're trying to commit this crime. They make it seem like they're the ones that hurt. The frame Sydney and her father, yada yada yada. And you could just tell Stu was brokenhearted, and Billy didn't give no fucks at all because he's a psychopath, obviously.
Corn syrup. Same stuff they use for pig's blood in Carrot.
There's a lot of things I'm realizing now that I watched this film. Like, Stu doesn't pressure Sydney to having sex. I mean, he wants to have sex, obviously, but I don't think he's a virgin. I mean, he's not pressuring her to the point where, you know, most straight men, I think they would or get upset. He was just, you know, this gentleman about it, and she went along with it. And I mean, come on, Billy wasn't pressuring Sydney to have sex. So, I mean, he had Stu there to handle that for him, obviously. So that's why he wasn't pressuring Sydney. And at the end of the movie, you could definitely tell Billy was the one that was controlling things in both those relationships. He had to be the strict top in this situation here. Even when they were giving that monologue to Sydney, talking about the reason why they did these things and how Stu was all over Billy, it was just a very interesting thing to see. They even did a parody of it on Scary Movie, ended up being like Secret Lovers or whatever, because it's clear as day in Scream that Billy and Stu were lovers. So yeah, they come in at number 4 because, I mean, it's all there at the end of the film. Number 3, we have The Lost Boys. I never get tired of The Lost Boys. It's one of those movies that you just cannot stop watching. It's definitely rewatchable. So yeah, let me give you some of my thoughts on why I think this movie is square. So we have David and his group of blood-sucking twinks running around, you know, preying on people, trying to seduce Michael to be a part of their group, their tribe, whatever the hell they are. My thing is, you get Star and you see that Michael likes Star, but I think David likes Michael. Michael doesn't want David because Michael wants Star. So the whole beef in this movie is, I think, that David wants Michael, but Michael wants Star. So it creates this whole situation. So then you have the Frog Brothers. I mean, yes, they're brothers. They're like vampire hunters or whatever. So they're trying to go after the vampires, and they got this whole situation going on. And it just makes things a lot worse for David and his group to try to get Michael into their blood-sucking group of twinks. Then we have Corey Haim's character, Sam. Now, when I was younger, I wanted to be Sam because Sam was chill, he minded his business, he liked comic books, you know, I liked the way he dressed. I actually loved the way he dressed. But now when I watch this movie, he dressed very, you know, lesbian. Butch lesbian. I mean, I see it. Nothing wrong with it because I love the style personally. Like I said, I wanted to dress like that. Couldn't get away with it at all. But just like the haircut, the long coat, just the whole style, I love it. It's amazing. And I always wondered, when Sam was in his room, he had a sensual picture of Rob Lowe on his wall. A poster of a young Rob Lowe on his wall. And I don't know what straight man would have that in their room. I don't know if he looked up to him, his style, whatever. Or maybe he's just super open with his sexuality and he just does not care. I mean, Rob Lowe looks good in the poster. I would have that poster for myself, but I wonder why Sam had that there. I wonder where I can get that poster for myself. How can I forget Tim Capello, I think it's Capello, singing I Still Believe, one of the most iconic scenes in this film. You have a shirtless Tim Capello up there playing the saxophone, sweaty, gyrating, having a great time. People cheering him on. I wish I was in that crowd because it looked like it was an amazing time. And I feel like I want to play that song right now and pull out a saxophone if I had one. I don't have one. I need to invest in one. I need to shut up because this movie is just so great. I'm sorry, y'all. So number 2, we have... Yes, Fright Night comes in at number 2 because this is another film that when I was growing up, I never realized any of this stuff. I just, you know, was scared of Jerry and, you know, him going after Charlie. And then you got crazy evil, you know, making fun of Charlie and Amy just being stupid. And then when she turns into a damn vampire, she gave me fucking nightmares. She's one of the most scariest vampires I have ever seen. She's one of them. If I'm doing the top 10 or top whatever vampire list or whatever, she's going to be on there because she was horrifying. But anyway, this is another movie that has some type of gay subtext throughout it. But first, I have to say that Chris Sarandon did an amazing job playing Jerry, this head vampire in Fright Night, because he gave us and conveyed the sexual appeal that vampires usually supposed to give, and he gave that in this movie. Particularly the dance scene between him and Amy, where he was putting her in his trance and he kind of just like, you know, just sucked her in, and then just, it was pretty much the end of Amy from right there. But he was actually pretty hot in that scene. So I think he did an amazing job conveying that sexual appeal that vampires usually give. Now, Jerry and his ghoul boyfriend, Billy or whatever, another Billy that we have here. Even Charlie's mom in the film mentioned that Jerry could possibly be gay because he has his own like interior designer or whoever it was. And I mean, it kind of shows, but I think Jerry was smart because he knew exactly what he was doing. He did that on purpose, not just for this guy to do his work and have a day walker out there doing his bidding for him, you know, during the day. They're also coming off as a gay couple. So when they're talking about missing girls on the news, they can't go and blame Jerry or have Jerry as a suspect because he's put himself out there as a gay man. And it shows right there. He's not saying it out his mouth, but I mean, he's all up on Billy. Billy looks like he just submits to Jerry and his demands. I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, Jerry is the head vampire. So now when I watch this movie, it's all right there in your face, but obviously Jerry's not gay. Usually vampires are pansexual. They kind of just do whatever. They're open. They don't care. But I mean, he does like women. I guess he prefers women more because it shows in this film as well. Also, majority of the actors in this film are queer. You know, you have the guy that played Peters, he's queer in real life. Amy's queer in real life. And you have Evil, who's queer in real life. I mean, who could forget his failed attempt at doing porn, which I wouldn't suggest looking to go find. But anyway, yes, Fright Night comes in at number 2. Alright guys, you should know what my number 1 is. This is the most gayest horror film, I believe, that wasn't supposed to be gay, but happened to be gay. I'm talking about A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Now, if you guys say Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger movie, there's no gay stuff that happens in those movies. Well, yes it is, and it's been known for a very long time. It's been known since this movie came out. There's actually a documentary on Shudder called Scream Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street. It's about the life of Mark Patton, who plays Jesse in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, and talking about just him being gay and the gay subtext in it, and you know how it ruined his career but also helped his career. It's a good documentary that's been out for a while, but it just released on Shudder today, so I suggest you guys watch it, check it out, so you can get more info and more depth into what happened in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. And they talk about all the queerness in that movie and the gay subtext, and it's just there. And when you watch this film, I remember watching this film as a kid and I didn't really caught on to it too much. I don't even want to say subtext anymore because it's there. Like, it's queer as fuck. Even Jesse's friend Brady said Coach like to go to queer S&M bars when he has a chance or when he has spare time, which I mean, it's right there. Queer S&M bars.
Guy gets his rocks off like this. Hangs around queer S&M joints downtown.
You got lines in this film that's also very homoerotic, like you have Jesse saying that something's trying to get inside of me. He's referring to Freddy Krueger because this is a body horror film. You know, Freddy Krueger is possessing Jesse to use his body to come out into the world and, you know, wreak havoc, do whatever. But there's a lot of interesting choice of wording. You see it throughout this film is there. If you're going to combine everything else with this film that's queer and just combine it into one big giant ball, then that's what it's going to be. There's a lot going on in this film. I suggest you guys watch it. It's amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street films, and I suggest that you guys go check it out. So yes guys, there go my top 5 homoerotic horror films. Let me know if you guys have felt the same way I felt while watching these films, if you caught on to a lot of these things. And if I'm now giving you a new perspective, let me know in the comments what you think. Again, I don't want to ruin these movies for anybody. It's all in fun. And I just want us all to have a great time watching these films and just like picking them apart and just, you know, enjoying them. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to do more videos like this for the rest of the month because it is Pride Month. So I do have some more LGBTQ related horror content coming out, so stay tuned. And don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. And I also want to say thank you to all the new subscribers that subscribed to my channel. I appreciate everything. I appreciate for all you guys looking out. I appreciate you guys tweeting, sharing to your friends. Shout out to Bloody Disgusting for putting me out there and, you know, just bringing you guys to me, and hopefully I entertain you guys enough, and hopefully you guys enjoy my videos enough. Don't forget to support Black Lives Matter and donate to any other organizations down. I'll put in the comments down below. And yeah guys, thanks again for all your support and just being positive and staying positive through all this, and just keep showing support for all of us. And again, thank you so much. I'm gonna keep saying it. Thank you. Again, thank you. Thanks for watching this video. Peace out.